How's everybody doing? I'm just getting myself together here. Hey Joshua. Hey Miss V, the visionary. How are you? How's everybody doing? I am making banana muffins this today. I'm, just still trying to work on some great desserts. Um, I made brownies out of bananas a couple weeks ago. I think that live is well. I took it down because honey, those they were burnt. But nevertheless, we're gonna watch the time today for real. Let me preheat this oven. Let me preheat this oven for 350. I got up this morning and got myself prepared. Got all my ingredients out. I'm like, look at you. Look, I got everything all out. Got the muffins ready to go. Okay. Okay. Hey, Alonda, good morning. God bless you. Excuse me. Never fails. Every time I get ready to go live on any platform, I start losing my voice. Blessings to everybody coming in. I appreciate you so much. I missed your live. I watched the replay. I watched a lot of it, not all of it. I go fast sometimes through videos, but it was good. It was good. And I especially like the part where you were talking about, like you had the different people congratulate you. That was really, really good. And I saw your cat. I don't like cats, but that was a pretty cat. Oh, Joshua, you moving into your new apartment in the Bronx. Oh, okay. In the Bronx. Yeah, I watched a lot of it though. It was good. Ah, Joshua, send me a housewarming gift. You are something else. Congratulations, Joshua. So I'm going to get started. We're making banana muffins, but I just wanted to, uh, while everybody's still coming in, I wanted to ask y'all a question. Y'all see I got on red today. Is anybody still shopping at Target? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I have been so involved in the news and politics, and it's really something because my original major at Howard University was poli-sci, political science, and I landed over in the education field as a math teacher, no less. Okay, so I'm like, woo, talk about a transition. My first um, choice was to be an attorney, and my second choice was to be a teacher. So that's what happened. You taking a break? Yeah, I really didn't shop at Target that much. So that wasn't really a big thing for me to not do, shop at Target. But yeah, I was looking, their sales, their stock has gone down. It's really something. Let me see. I'm supposed to be cooking, y'all. I am supposed to be cooking. How about that? Hold on one second. I just wanted to show y'all something. We want to stop this and stop this. And hey, Jill, how you doing? How's everything going on over there? You're cooking over there. Cooking and walking. Something I need to do more. But I did good this week. I exercised this week at least 3 times. And of course, Miss V, the visionary, Stephanie 57 and climbing. We're going to be exercising at 11 o'clock today. If anybody wants to join or watch the replay. So, yeah. So, yeah, I wanted to share this. Look at this, y'all. This is Target stock. Like, it just amazes me. And I know it's not just us, but the power of people coming together, okay? The power of green, really. Because if you really want to make a difference, you got to hit that green. You got to deal with that green, the money. So, yeah, their stock has plummeted. They were already suffering, having a decline. But, yeah, their stock is going down. Definitely, it's been an impact. Everything that's been going on has definitely been an impact. I think that was it. I know Walmart has declined a little bit. Amazon has declined a little bit. Now, anybody still shopping at Walmart? I'm trying to let me get out of here. I'm out of this sharing. I'm trying to just buy necessities at Walmart. We're not even going to talk about Amazon because my thing is, Walmart hires a lot of minorities. They hire a lot of DEI, okay, period. So, no shade to Tabitha Brown. She tried to say, and for the purpose of Target, she tried to say, well, you don't know how long it took Black companies, Black businesses to get in here. And so, you can support or not, but if you don't support, that's affecting us. Well, from my point of view, that was affecting the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or less businesses that, were in Target, as opposed to affecting people's jobs who work. And we know 2 things. One thing for certain, 2 things for sure. Amazon and Walmart will hire anybody. They don't care if you're Black, white, or in between. They don't care if you're gay, straight, trans. They don't care about none of that. If you want to work, they'll hire you. Both of them have a large turnover. So that's my justification for still shopping there. Maybe not as much. Like I said, I try to use Walmart, which I mostly do anyway for necessities. Okay, that's my soapbox this morning. Good morning, Blue True One. Blessings. How are you? So, yeah. But anyway, I'm supposed to be cooking. So that's what I'm going to do. I got all my stuff here prepared. We are making banana muffins. And so that's what we're going to do. I've got some bananas, some Lily's chips, which are light in carbs, stevia, almond flour, sea salt, vanilla flavoring, baking soda. Couldn't find my baking powder. Which one is stronger? Which one is the more potent? Jill, you probably know this. Which one is, because they go between baking powder and baking soda. And then this is organic cinnamon. And then I've got some sugar-free. I use this in my coffee, but I was going to use this also as a flavoring. All right, we got our bowl here. But yeah, and I'm trying to use all healthy ingredients. The only non-vegan thing that I have right here are eggs. And of course, if you wanted to substitute, you could use chia seeds. I got this from, I think her channel is Simply Clean or Simple Clean, something like that. So, yeah, I put it in my phone, the recipe, so I wouldn't be looking for it. But I hope y'all had a good week. My week has been good. Let's talk a little bit about weight loss, y'all, as I get ready to prepare, which I'm going to do my next video. I don't take my Mounjaro shot until Monday. So that's when that video will probably come out. But y'all, I done bought everything. I don't even want to hear it. I done bought probiotics. I done bought MyRelax. I done used up all the X-Lax. Drinking water. It's sad. But I did lose a pound. I did lose a pound. I see Auntie Mama's kitchen. Hey, Auntie Mama, how you doing? That's my sister friend. And so, yeah, I lost a pound, but that lets me know, I know I've lost more weight. I know I have. As soon as things start moving the way they should move, because listen, y'all will see in my video. All right. So we preset the oven. We need 2.5 cups of 2.5 cups of almond flour. So I'm gonna try to make this work, y'all. I don't care how organized I try to be. I don't care how, whatever you want to call it, that I try to be. It's always something. Look at that. See what I'm saying? It's always a glitch in the system for me. I'm just one of those, what you call it? What's the left brain and the right brain? I'm a math person, and so I don't know what that means in terms of organization and neatness and preppiness. I don't know. But you know, listen, you know, you try to have it together and stuff go wrong. So we need 2.5 cups. Y'all, I hope y'all know what I'm trying to say, because I be all over the place. All over the place. Two and a half cups. That's a lot. 2.5 cups of almond flour. Dry ingredients first. How's everybody's week been going? Yes. I'm here for the long haul. I am here for the long haul. Everybody's journey is different. Alonda, I saw you had lost that. You've been on it for about a year and lost 69 pounds. That's phenomenal. I would have rounded up. I would have rounded up. Woo, okay, let me concentrate. 1/2, this is what I was talking about. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Of course, I couldn't find the baking powder. Looked all over the place this morning. So we're gonna make it work. I was looking to see. Anybody know? Auntie Mom, anybody know which one is more potent? The baking soda or the baking powder? I think baking soda is. So I'm just going to use, it said 1.5 of the powder and 1/2 of the soda. So I'm just going to use 1 of the soda and call it a day. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt. You got to be careful with the salt, right? Because 1/4 teaspoon. How am I going to do that? 1/4 teaspoon. That ain't happening. It takes me a minute to process, y'all. Give me a second. Then I'm going to go back in here and add a little bit of organic cinnamon. Ooh, this smells so good. Ceylon cinnamon. I didn't buy this. Quarter teaspoon. What's this? Yeah. All right. Probably could have used a little bit more. Yeah, listen. 70 pounds. Listen, I got on the scale this morning, and it's just ridiculous. I'm going to do a short, I'm going to do a video of, if I can, of myself on the scale, because literally, I had on my house dress, got on the scale, took my, y'all already know, if you watch my last video, my average house dress is about 6 ounces. So, yeah. Had to get rid of that. Had to get rid of my tracker. Between my tracker and my phone, my tracker and my glasses, that's another like 4 to 5 ounces. I'm looking because I was trying to remember. And my scale is in the breakfast room. It's not upstairs in the bathroom. It's right over there in the breakfast room. So before you get ready to eat, if you want to weigh yourself, it's right there to remind you what you need to do. Okay? So, honey, I was fighting for that pound. Fighting for that pound. It's ridiculous. I'm making a mess. All right. The Den. Hey, how you doing? So glad to see you. Please forgive me if I missed your name. Charge it to my head and not to my heart. Because, honey, when you're trying to multitask, okay, so next we need 12 to 15 ounces of bananas. I got my little handy dandy scale here. And the link is in the description box, okay? The link. I got a couple of links in there for stuff that I use. You know, Amazon sent me a notification. They're like, look, you're an Amazon affiliate person or whatever that is, and you have no sales, none. So we're going to give you a few more months. If you don't sell anything for us and get your 1 to 4% commission, we're going to drop you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to drop you. So I think this is, I forgot what that was on the video. I'm going to use all of these bananas today. It said 2 to 3. And I think it came out to let me change this to ounces. Yeah, so I got to sell something, y'all. I got to sell something. Ain't that something? Need another bowl. I said, I hear you on that. You received that email? Yes. Like, okay. I got to sell something and get my 1 to 4% commission. Take that off. I really do. So I'm going to be linking, putting my links in. Or not. Yeah. Let's There's a lot going on in the world today. It's like I'm watching the news with one eye open and one like this, like, because it gives, I feel like it gives me anxiety sometimes. It makes me worry. Do y'all have passports? Almost everybody in my family has a passport. I'm just getting the papers out here. And when I went to get it before, but it was complicated and I didn't follow through, so I lost my money. And so now I'm trying to get it again, and honey, you can't even, the appointments are months out. So I'm not the only one thinking like, just in case I have to teach English somewhere. So we don't know what's happening. What's going on? Y'all know I like to cruise. I might get on the ship and stay there for a couple of months. Listen, I need to get mine. For real. It was complicated because I've been married twice. All right, I need 2 eggs. I got those. Y'all know my first marriage was like 30-something years. I mean, I don't even think, no, I didn't even have my license, okay? That's how long I've been knowing the girl's father. And so when I got ready to get married again, I was like, I got to change everything. I got to change my Social Security, all my credit cards, everything. So I didn't. I didn't. And I found out I wasn't the only person that did stuff like that. I didn't change it. Everybody knew me as my last name. Then I tried to hyphenate it. And somebody checked me. Somebody like, who gonna check you, boo? Somebody checked me like, how you gonna hyphenate your last name? And it's not your last name. It's your previously married name. And so you hyphenating your previously married name. Oh, that's how long I had been married. It didn't even like register like it was a big deal. And of course it was a man that checked me. Because they take that seriously. They want you to take their name. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I had to get letters that said, from people that knew me, that said they knew me as my first original name. It was just almost like, oh my gosh. I'm going to use a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring. So we'll see what happens. But I am working on getting it. And I'm going to use a teaspoon of this. This is the caramel flavor. I just love this stuff, y'all. For my coffee. And then what else I need? I need 3 tablespoons of sweetener. Yeah, you got your passport to 10? Yes. All my girls except for one. It's a little lumpy one. This stuff is super sweet too. They say monk fruit is the best. I haven't tried it yet. I like stevia. I don't have a problem with it. That's how bad my sweet tooth is. My hand keeps cramping. Okay, so we got all of that. I think that's it. Yeah, so you can get your passport, or if you want. Y'all know what it is, fight or flight. And I think, you know, I'm hoping and praying we'll be fine. All will be well, but I don't know. What y'all think? What do you guys think? Oh, shh. I can't even cook. I've been so busy talking about this. We talk about it at work. Because even though I'm retired, after two or 3 years, I went and I got a part-time job as a teaching assistant. And I'm totally happy with that. Totally happy. The other day I was, because as a teaching assistant, you know, we help the teachers out. They need copies. Although the principal had a meeting and said, look, I don't want y'all making no more copies. I don't want y'all doing no more, what is that? Laminating. Y'all are here to pull out groups and help them learn how to read and do math. I'll give y'all a little bit of time in the morning if the teacher needs help. So I was like, that's fine with me. I was sitting there the other day cutting and laminating, and I was like, my mother would have a fit. Like, you really putting your master's degree to good use, sitting in here cutting and laminating. But guess what? I was fine. No lesson plan. No calling parents. No meetings. I was perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, okay? Didn't bother me not one bit. So we need a half a cup of chips. I'm just rambling on, talking, y'all. Pay me no mind. So we're gonna put half of these in and save half for the top. But yeah, that's I was getting ready to say. Now they have we're in the process of shutting down the Department of Education. So I may not have a job next year. The money that was allocated for this year has already been allocated. You know, that Title I money, all that extra money for people, you know, to get to hire extra help. We're going to save some for the top. That might be cut out for next year. So, who knows? But if it is, I'm okay. I'm okay because I can always start a daycare, pre-K, any and all of the above. I'm okay with it. Do y'all have any backups? Y'all got any backups in case what's happening happens to hit you, your community, your family? Any backups? Saving any extra money? What's going on? What are y'all doing? What y'all got anything going on just in case? I'm serious, just in case. Hope for the best and do what? Prepare. Maybe your job won't be affected by anything that Elon and Donald are doing. So now we're just going to scoop these in. And while they're cooking, I'll let y'all know the carbs and the calories that are involved. Londa said, I need a plan. Listen, it sure makes you think about it. I tell you that. And I have great faith. I know, listen, I know that, you know, if you're a baby boomer or a millennial, somewhere in there, Gen X, Y, Z, somewhere, you know, like in your 40s or higher, then you should know a little bit about struggle, a little bit, some type of struggle. But hunty, these young people, they don't know nothing about it and not connected in the least. In the least. I was reading a book the other day to a group of fifth graders about the Alabama boycott. And one little boy, and I have to remember because I taught high school, so I could be a little rough because in high school you gotta have tough skin. So one little boy raises his hand as I'm talking about it, and he says, black kid, bless his heart, he says, my parents, they didn't live here in the United States when they were young. So I'm just glad that didn't happen to them. We're good. So before I even thought about it, I said, do you realize what you just said? And so he kind of looked at me. He was like, no, I didn't mean to say it like that. I said, I know you didn't. I know you didn't, but you did. You said it. So he spent the rest of the time while I was reading that book, raising his hand and trying to explain what he meant. Bless his heart. But that's the nature of the youth. If it's not directly involved with them, sometimes it's not relevant. Unfortunately. Yeah, you got to have tough skin when you're dealing with high school. Listen, I should have been. I stayed, but I should have, because I was teaching at a Title I school here in the South, and I had a gun in my classroom. A gun. Remember that, Auntie Mama? Remember me talking about that? Man, I was shook. Do you hear me? Shook. Title I high school. That means 90-something% of the students are free breakfast or free lunch. Going in for 15 minutes, because last time I burnt them. Yep. I had a gun. I mean, the kid had a gun. He had been suspended, and he showed up. It was, when I tell you, I talk about it a lot. I wrote a book about it because a lot of times I'll write to bring closure, and I wrote a book about it. It's called Wild Banshees, and somebody checked me on that. But we talked about it. A colleague of mine, she was like, when I saw your book, like, wild banshees? You calling kids banshees? But anyway, I digress. The kid was suspended and showed up anyway. And he sat next to his girlfriend, And the girlfriend was asking me a question in the middle of the class. I'm teaching. And so somebody, another student, answered her. I'm very good at ignoring people. So I didn't answer because somebody already answered. So she kept asking. And so I said, your question has already been answered. So, um, but really before I said that, her boyfriend, the boy who wasn't supposed to be there, got up. Now, mind you, when he showed up in my classroom, I got on the phone and called security and said, look, so-and-so is here. He's not supposed to be here. Can y'all come get him? So that was partially why I was ignoring him, to sort of ignoring her, to just try to keep everything smooth until they got there. So when I didn't answer her question, he got up with his book bag and he was like, I know you're here. I know you don't want me to come up there. So I thought like maybe he was going to try to fight me because, the kids hold on to their book bags all the time. And so that's when I said, your question has already been answered. So by that time, a couple seconds later, here comes AP, assistant principal with security. And I whispered to the AP, I said, you might want to check his bag. I think he might have something in there. Because I really didn't know if he had a knife or, what. And he had a bad reputation in the school as it was. This boy was off the chain. He stole, previously before this suspension, he had stole two of my calculators, and they were nice color screen calculators. Left school, pawned them, and came back with chicken, with Popeye's chicken. I was like, this boy he's just off the chain. So anyway, make a long story short, when they checked his book bag, he had a gun. He had a gun. That boy had a gun in his book bag. Yep. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. Thank God. Because I have very dry humor. I can be very sarcastic. And I have, if anybody knows what this is, I'm sure you do as adults, I have RBF no matter what. No matter how hard I try. Hey, if I'm not smiling, I got a mean face on. And people are like, oh, I thought you were mean. I thought you were stuck up. I thought this, I thought that. No. It's just the face. So yeah, none of that was apparent that day. I did ignore the girl, yeah, it was a mess. So I was just like crying hysterically, like, what am I doing here? This is ridiculous. And I took, of course, my principal, take as much time as you need. And of course, my friends were like, girl, don't go back. Go to the doctor. I know this person. You could get a slip. You could get written out. You could get written out for the rest of the year. Do not go back, girl. I took 3 days off and was right back in there. Some people are drawn to trauma and drama. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, I got back in there. Yeah, that same school I got knocked down. Listen, teaching is not easy. Teaching is not easy, I'm telling you. And when they say teachers don't make enough money, they don't make enough money for what they go through. I mean, ain't nobody working for free, And when you're quote unquote highly qualified, if you have a master's, you get paid extra money. I mean, I wasn't making chump change. You understand what I'm saying? But it was hard work. It was hard. They had a fight in the hallway. And, men and women are different. Men are stronger than women. You might find a woman who's stronger than a physically weak man. That's just my take, period. Period. It's just period. Yes. I see that, Miss V. Same thing. So there was a fight in the hallway, and they asked us to try to help with the fight. Not help with the fight, but try to do crowd control. Everybody please go to your room, blah, blah, blah. So we're standing, the teachers are standing in the hallway like, okay, don't don't go down this hallway because they're trying to control the fight. So they get a dean of students, female, and an AP, female, no security. Two boys, one is at least 6 feet tall, okay? If at least 6, let's say at least 6'2", he was towering over the woman who was trying to stop him. 2 black boys, 2 Caucasian women, okay? And I say that because you got to know what you're dealing with. You know, you got to know the culture, not just the color. You got to know the culture. So they trying to, you know, separate these boys and talk them down or whatever. And where's teacher standing? No, I can't go down this hallway. I'm like, right, my classroom is here. I'm standing right. You can't go down the hallway. And that big boy got loose from that woman and started beating the crap out of the woman and the boy that he was trying to get. He wasn't intentionally beating on the lady. I forgot which one. The dean of students is the one that he got away from. He got away and started beating on that boy. That the kids came because they was already in the hall. We was trying to crowd, you know, like I said, crowd control. They came from everywhere and knocked me the blank down. Do you hear me? Flat on my behind, and now I'm trying to cover myself because kids are running. This one, you can never judge a book by its cover. It brings tears to my eyes, really, honestly, to even remember it. This one boy, Locks, he stopped and he reached out his hand to help me get up. He sure did. He wasn't even, you know, he wasn't small, but listen, he reached out his hand and I had to turn over, you know, because I'm older and bigger. I couldn't even like get up with the pull up. I had to like kind of turn over and get on one knee. He stood right there and helped me get up. He sure did. And I was like, that, to me, that was just worse than the gun. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. But got myself together, took a few days off and got back in the trenches. Yeah, got back in the trenches. So teaching is not easy. It's not easy. Even if you're not at a Title I school. If I taught at Title I and non-Title I schools, and even if you're not at a Title I school, I'm not going to say, because when you're at a Title I school, you deal mostly with the children. So if you can build a good relationship with those kids, then at the end of the day, it's not going to be that bad. Same thing, I mean, in a non-Title I, but in a non-Title I found that, you know, parents are definitely more involved, but parents come with accusation. They come through the door with accusation. Listen, there's no amount of money that you can pay somebody to get knocked down, have a gun. You understand? I mean, I get it. They should get more money. And they do. Teachers, I mean, it just depends. It depends on where you teach, what region, north, northeast, south, whatever. It depends on where you teach. And then it also, you have to remember, because my best friend is a nurse in New York, so she making long money, but I tell her, you know, look, I'm working 100, when I was working 180 days a year and getting paid in the summertime, doing nothing. So I get every vacation, every holiday. I don't have to fight for that. I don't have to come back the day after, and I'm still getting paid. So it's a nice trade-off. No, I'm not making as much money as you are being a nurse, but again, you got to be there. I don't. You know, and it was really convenient for me. You know, when my kids were young, it was convenient. That's what this man told me. This is Dean. He said, "What are you doing?" Because I was in the lab late at night studying computers at that time. I went from law to computers. He was like, "Aren't you married? Did you have a family? Did you have kids?" I said, "I do." He said, what are you trying to do? I said, I want to teach computers. He said, go through the back door. Go through education. And I was a computer science major. I was like saying to myself, how dare you tell me, a black woman, to give up my dreams and go and teach? How dare you? But that's what I ended up doing. I ended up going through the back door to teach. So yeah, this floor is gonna need a little cleaning. But anyway, yeah, that was what was going on in the public schools, y'all. I just went somewhere. Anybody really who does any public service at all, kudos. Any type of public service, kudos. Honey, any type of public service, because it's not easy. Not easy. I worked at McDonald's, high school, college, and a couple of years of marriage. So yeah, so now they're going to try to privatize education. Privatize it, keep it on the state, local level, and they have the vouchers. So yeah, they have vouchers for so if you're at a charter school or for private school, you can get money. That organization can get money to teach kids. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. You said, Auntie Mama, you said, thank God for what? And Jill, you said it sure isn't. No, it's not. It's not easy. But anybody in public service, hospitals, that's not easy. I have such a great respect for anybody in the medical field, the nurses, the janitors, the CNAs, all of that. Because when I retired, I did an early retirement. So when I retired, I took a part-time job at a hospital. The old lady that's sitting there in emergency, you sicker than a dog, and she trying to get your information. I need your ID. I need your insurance. That was me. I did that for almost 2 years. And honey, I told them, I said, I haven't seen this much drama and trauma in all my years, 25 plus years of teaching. So I'm good. I'm good. Y'all can have this. It's a lot going on in the hospitals. But like I said, it gave me a completely new respect for the job and what they do. But honey, you think we talk about kids? They talk about adults. They talk about them people that come here in the hospital. They talk about them. Woo, mercy. Oh, yeah. That young man that helped me, yeah. Thank God, yes. Yeah, he was he was an angel in disguise as far as I was concerned. Because I was on that floor, okay, saying a couple of choice words that nobody could hear but me and Jesus. And I repented, okay? Nobody could hear. On the floor. I said, this is too much. This is too much. Oh, okay. Yes. Miss V said that was her for almost 15 years. Waiting room, admitting rep, yes, and financial counselor, absolutely. In the ER, yep, that's where I was. God is, he sure is, Jill. He sure is good. He is. I'm telling you. It's not easy. And listen, let me say this, and let me just say this. If you're, which I know you are, if you're a child of God, the Lord will fight your battles. He will. He'll work everything out. He will work everything out for you. We just gotta stay in the race. You gotta stay in the race. Because I ended up, and it wasn't a bad thing, but I ended up at that Title I school. I was at a magnet school and I ended up there because I was the last hired, so I got bumped to another school. Even though my scores were better. Let me see what these look like. Well, they look good. Anybody got a pot holder? Anybody got a pot holder? They look good. I don't know if they're done. Let's see. This is like 16 minutes. Well, they look like they're done. Ain't nothing coming out. I'd rather them be under than over. Because y'all know. All right, let me show y'all. Can y'all see that? Aren't they pretty? Look at there. Yeah, but anyway, I did, so I got bumped. And so I went to the school that the system sent me to, which was Title I. That was cool. But 3 years later, the school that I was at, that was a magnet school that I got bumped. They called me back. They got a new principal, and the new principal said, well, why did you leave? We saw your scores. I said, I didn't leave. I was told I had to leave because the other math teacher had seniority. They brought me back. Look at that. They look delicious. Yes. You at your destination, Alonda? Good, good. So yeah. So God will make a way. He will make a way. He will make ways out of no way. I'm grateful. So they look so pretty. Let's hope they done all the way through. I'm gonna try to show y'all one more time. Don't forget, guys, we are exercising. If we are exercising at 11 o'clock on Stephanie 57 weight loss. Let me get this. I'm gonna put this in here for a second so it can be cool. And then I'm gonna taste it. Let me put this back over here. Thank you for watching. Those of you who are watching, I appreciate it. Let me get the name of her channel right, and I'm gonna put it down here so y'all know where to go. And she has 2 channels. Stephanie 57 weight loss. That's what it is. Auntie Mama, you said, I'm in the kitchen cooking salmon patties, grits, and eggs. I'm on my way. You know, that's my favorite meal. You too, Jill. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you so, so much. Yes, see you at Stephanie's. Let me copy this down. This is her channel. What's her tag? Y'all know I'll be here lollygagging for a couple more minutes. Hold on. I mean, if you gotta go, I understand. Is this the weight loss journey? Stephanie 57 Journey. Stephanie 57 Moving. That's what it is. At Stephanie 57 Moving. Let me put that in here. So if you like, where did they say? And you can come back and check it out. Stephanie 57 Moving. And let me throw a link in here. Okay. Let's see. She's making the grits and salmon. Yes. One of my favorites. One of my favorites. So I'm letting that warm up. Letting that cool off for a minute. I got one more banana left. I'm gonna make something with that. I saw something. They look so good. On a little tray. So I'm gonna have my back to y'all. Yeah, don't forget if you want the scale, it is Smart Way, and the link is in the description. They smell good too. You can smell the bananas. You can smell. Oh, I was supposed to let y'all know how many carbs. And we have 3, 6, 9, 12. Some bananas. That's what that is, bananas. All right, so the bananas. Okay, so the bananas. I need a pen or pencil. Bananas are I'm just going through trying to find out how much everything is. So one banana is 26.8 carbs. That's 27 carbs. Googly mumbly. This is how I do it, okay? Here's my pen. So we had 3 bananas, so that's 81 carbs right there. Hold on. We had the Lily's chips, a cup of Lily. Was it a half a cup? a half a cup of Lily's chips. It's 8 carbs for a tablespoon. Eight carbs for a tablespoon. So how many do you think that is? Lily's chips. I'm just adding everything up. Not chops, chips. Lily's chips. 1 ounce is 16 carbs. And so how many ounces in a half cup? Let's see if they got another way to measure. Let's see. Ounces to carbs. Ounces to cups. So 8 ounces. So we had 4 ounces of chips. We have 4 ounces of chips. That is 64 carbs. We had almond flour. Tablespoons. We need a cup. Cup of almond flour is 3 carbs. So we had 3, 6, 7.5. 7.5 carbs of almond flour. What else? Eggs are free. Baking soda, all of that is free. Anything else? I can't think of anything else. So we've got 81, 64, and 7.5. So let's get the old calc out. Can y'all tell I'm having fun? All right, so we've got 81 plus 64 plus 7.5 equals 152.5, and we got 3, 6, 9, 12 divided by 12. That's 12.7 carbs per muffin. 12.7 carbs per muffin. Let me see. I think somebody's still here. Hold on. Because I have to keep my laptop over here so I can see what's going on. The den. Oh, thank you. You do the same. So yeah, that's 12 carbs. 12.7, almost 13 carbs for each one. Okay, so somebody might say, okay, if you're counting carbs, that's a lot. I didn't do the calories. I'm not going to go back and do that right now. But guess what? Let me just say a regular banana muffin. Banana muffin. Banana crumb muffin is 46 carbs, y'all. One banana crumb muffin is 46 carbs. All right. And let me see if I put in a store like Publix. Banana walnut muffin from Publix, 41 carbs. For just one. Banana brand jumbo muffin, 50 carbs. So this isn't that bad. And it's healthy. Doesn't have any extra stuff in it. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. I let it cool off a little bit. I'm right up here with y'all. Can y'all see that? Looks pretty good. It looks a little moist. I kind of feel like pretty good. Pretty good. Banana is not my favorite flavor per se. I kind of feel like they could have been in there a minute or two longer. But maybe they would have been too dry. I'm trying to figure out where I guess it's coming from the bananas, where the moisture is coming from. Because I'm like, there's no butter in it. Coming from the bananas. Pretty good though. Not bad at all. Trust me, they will get eaten in this house. And if I'm craving something sweet, I'm gonna grab it because it is sweet. All right, guys. It's my second closing. I love y'all to life. That agape love. I appreciate you. Thank you so, so much for being here. Let's get on out of here. And come back and see us at 11 o'clock on Stephanie 57 moving. All right, low carb journey, low carb life with your low carb queen. And absolutely remember, every day is a new beginning. Bye-bye.